What is up, everybody? We have a three-way thing going on here. Let's do it this way so that everybody can get on the side. Welcome to the Chasing Daylight podcast. This is episode 384. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We hit our milestone. We have 1,000 subscribers now. So thank you, everybody, for that.
First of many milestones.
First of many milestones. Many milestones.
Milestones.
We hit it the other day, so I'm very happy about that.
Stony boys.
So we have. It kind of happened quickly. We kind of jumped really quickly on the subscribers. I was trying to gather up some goods to do a nice giveaway, but it's here already. So I have a brand new Callaway Fairway C golf bag that's got the American flag on it in a little spot. I have that out in the garage. I'll share some photos of that. We have Garson Grip. We'll include in that. Throw in a CDP T-shirt, some stickers, and maybe I don't know. We'll see if somebody else wants to donate to the.
We're doing that tonight. Are we doing that?
No.
Oh.
I still got to figure out how the hell we're going to do it.
I was going to say they ain't ready.
I think what I'm going to ask everybody to do is if you need a golf bag, because I love giving away stuff to whoever, right? We give shit away every week. I love doing it, but I also want to give away something to somebody that needs it. Not everybody needs a putter grip every week, so that's what Garson does, though. But there are a lot of people in need of a new golf bag. I go to the golf course a lot. I see it. I see people on the range.
Yeah.
Their golf bags are tattered. I mean, bad.
Yeah, they're out there for sure.
So if you're somebody that's in need of a golf bag, just submit a 500-word essay to the Chase. No, I'm just kidding.
But notarized.
I'd like to find, people who want it. And I mean, if you want to resell it and you want to win, fine. I don't care. But ideally, I would love to be able to give this to somebody that loves the game of golf, got an old shitty bag, don't have $200 to drop on a new golf bag, and here this arrives at your doorstep.
Share your bag on Instagram and tag us.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, and then we can break it down. We could do match play, which is something we're going to talk about later. Match play, like the top 6, and then
and have everybody vote. Yeah. That would be fun. Okay, I like that, Joe.
Hey, thank you.
The mind is working tonight.
Appreciate you guys. I'll see you later.
He's got the ginkgo biloba going.
That's a wrap on Joe.
That's a wrap.
I'm out. Beautiful golf
courses.
Be
hitting up Goodwill and just buying a shitty bag.
Taking pictures. Yeah, we're gonna look for AI on these too. So we'll run them through an AI authenticator. Mike from Beautiful Golf Courses was scheduled to join us this evening, filling in for Jeremy. Jeremy's on the road. He's up at Mammoth right now on a little family vacay. And so I asked Mike if he wanted to fill in, and he's like, "Oh, I got to work early in the morning, but fuck it, let's do it." So I was like, "All right." Yeah. And then he texted me about an hour ago. It's I'm a doctor and they need me. I got to people are sick and I got to cover shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude, whatever. No.
I got to stitch some veins together,
Yeah, I got
lives, which is way more
people
important.
coughing up bloods, and I said, that is a little bit more important than chatting golf with us. So we'll have him on in the next week or so. But we may have a surprise guest joining us here shortly, which could be hidden for some really good conversations.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned for that. Giveaway this evening. Got which grip did you want to do tonight, Joe?
What grip? I don't know. It's gonna be a Garson grip. Garson grip for sure. We can do a Max Tour. We can do the Tony Finau Ultimate, or we can do a Hitting Greens head cover. We're running low on Garson grips, so it'll be buyer's choice or winner's choice.
Winner's choice.
You get to pick one of these grips or a hitting greens.
This guy right here won't win.
Or a hitting greens head cover. All right.
All right.
You'll win, Matt. You'll win, Matt. You just won't get it.
Yeah. And I'll throw in one of the t-shirts too. We got, got a black or a gray Vegas CDP logo. I only have them in XL, so sorry.
Hey, I need one of those before we give them all away. Just so
okay,
you know.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Hey, Joe, you were talking shit on that golf bag that I got. Dan saw it. Dan, tell him.
It's dope. It's nice, Joe.
What are you talking about?
The one I was posting last
Callaway
week.
Bag, the gray one.
I said it says Callaway on it. I'm not gonna use that. That's all I said. I said it's a great looking golf bag. I'm not gonna.
Joe's not a golf club brand golf bag.
I'm not a OEM golf club.
But it's dope though, Joe.
It looks great. It looks great. It does.
It reminds me a lot of your green one, your vessel. Yeah. That same material.
Yeah.
I mean, is it like silicone on there? Can I take a heat gun to it and peel it off, or is it?
You probably could. Yeah.
You probably could.
Could.
Well,
you probably could, Joe.
Yeah, but is it going to be like? Is it going to be discolored under there? Is it going to be like clean?
Yes.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be real fake Callaway.
Yeah. It's no matter what you do, it's going to show up Callaway somewhere.
Yeah. See, yeah. I'm just not a big golf club brand golf bag guy. No, like Titleist. I love the Linksmaster. I almost bought that Preserve Linksmaster when we were up there last and at Bandon. And like, I just can't.
The So High Linksmaster bag so nice.
Like, I would love a Ping Hoofer too. Those bags are awesome, but I just can't do it. I just can't.
Because it's a Ping?
Yeah, because it says Ping on it. And I don't own anything Ping in my bag. And I own a Callaway driver. I own Callaway stuff, but I feel like I just feel like you gotta be a company man for them, or you gotta play for them or something. I just those days are long gone for me, man. When my full bag was Callaway and I had iron Callaway driver, fairway wood, Odyssey putter, I would have done it back then, but not anymore. You need to have a full bag. You need to be staff. You need to be staffing.
New TaylorMade hockey bag though. What did I miss something on that? Is that the one that they did for the women's major?
No, it's the purple one for Minnesota.
Well, they have the women's major going on up there right now.
So maybe that is it. But the putter blade cover looked pretty fucking cool. It looked like ice, skates.
I will say the last few years when like TaylorMade and Callaway and they roll out their major the staff bags for the majors, they've been
killing it for sure.
They've been killing it. They really have. They've been coming out with some great looking golf bags. But if you're not a touring pro, who the hell's going to carry around a staff bag?
That one right there. Woohoo! Fancy boy.
That is a nice one.
You work for Callaway. You're company man.
Company man. Well,
you're
company
not
man
brand agnostic.
Has been well, I have a Goodwood putter, so that's where I draw the line.
You have the Olsen putter. You have a lot of putters.
I got a handful of Odysseys too. So
yeah,
but I don't change my putter as much as Wyndham Clark does, which we can get into that later too if you want to.
True.
You're close. Close second.
Not as much, probably more, but
yeah, just ahead of Hideki.
Just a little bit more.
30 putters he's gone through in like the last 5 years. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
For somebody that's on tour at making it as a living, that's a lot. But I've been struggling with my driver of late. I've been hitting it really good. I have this tendency to overdraw it, and it turns into a little snappy hook. And so yesterday I went down. I'm like, man, I want to go hit some balls, but I'm like, God damn it, the balls at the range just suck, and it's windy and it's hot. Bing, light went off. Hey, let's go check out Gretsch.
Let's go indoors.
So I booked a time at Gretsch Golf Academy. Shout out Gretsch Golf. Fantastic facility here in the southwest side of town over by Silverton. 77 degrees in there. Thermostats were set to 74. Post a little video on that. I took 4 different heads in there with my shaft that I really like the shaft that I'm playing right now. And after I got done, I think I hit like 120 balls. just trying to get it all dialed in. But the thing that I love about there is they use Foresight. They've got the overhead Foresight Falcon. And so I can connect my Foresight account to it. And, you know, with all the new features of the Foresight app, which, yeah, they hit it out of the park with that.
How much do you think? Go ahead. Sorry.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, how much do you think it impacts players that are practicing on the range with shitty range balls, and they're hitting it? You know, they shoot something, and then it's a fucking, you know, a limited flight ball, and there's no the dimples are just shaved away, and you know they're like, oh well, I'm dialing in this pitching wedge at, you know, 135, and then they go play with, you know, a Chrome Soft, Pro V, whatever, a real golf ball on the course in high pressure situations, and then they just fuck up.
Yeah, it's tough, and that's one of the struggles Julian and I have in our fitting events is, you know, most of the time we're stuck with what they have out there. You know, a lot of times, like we were at Legacy over the weekend, and they brought out brand new balls for us, so that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and Revere has updated a lot of their balls. They're slowly getting the shit out and having new ones come in. So it wasn't as bad there on Friday. But a lot of the times, man, we go to some of these places and the balls are terrible. Love Boulder Creek, but my God, do they need to change their range balls?
Yeah.
Those things are on the verge of ping pong.
I mean, it's a hefty cost for the golf course. I mean, I remember talking to Trey, and he was doing his whatever PGA thing or whatever in school, and he was like, dude, the price of golf balls just to change them for the range is astronomical.
It's a like big nut, but they're
that was also, back then.
Yeah, they're also, you know, charging $19-20 a large bucket now.
Well, that's the whole, that's the whole thing. Holy, yeah,
it's crazy.
That's insane.
It's ridiculous. You know, that's what I was like, you know, it was I think $40 something like that to go to Gretsch. And
curious, if you're in the chat, do you guys pay, how much do you pay for range balls if you go practice?
Yeah, that would be
how much do you pay
when you go to your go to your course, or if you have a range card? It's
astronomical.
It's astronomical, but I was able to get it dialed in. You know, I had been playing my elite driver for the past couple of weeks just because I was just having some issues with zero.
This silver spoon fed motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, Boyd.
So yeah, I was playing the elite, and I hit the ball really good at Dragon Ridge. I mean, not Dragon Ridge, at Boulder Creek, and then Julian, Kat, and I played on Saturday afternoon at Legacy. We played the front nine at Legacy, and I was sitting there pretty good. And I cannot get the face under control, and it's driving me crazy. So yeah, the Quantum is back in the bag for this weekend. Really happy with the numbers that I saw.
Quantum boys.
Kind of got a few things fingered out. So yeah.
Nice.
Pretty freaking happy with my game right now.
Yeah.
It was so funny. So Rasta, I know you guys know Rasta here in town.
Yeah, Rasta Golf. He's busting those raps.
Yeah, the rap videos. Awesome dude. And he's obsessed with the game. And he was a couple groups out in front of us, and we caught up to him. And we played 8 and 9 with them. And he has one of the new Lab Blade putters, the new one that came out.
Yeah.
Link 2, I guess it's called.
2.1, whatever it's called. Yeah.
So it was hilarious because I made on number 8, I made like a 50-footer for birdie. Awesome putt. And then we get on to 9, and I was on in regulation and just missed the putt, tapped in for par. And then he was off to the right gathering his stuff, and I said, "Hey, let me roll that real quick." You know, I've just seen that
big loud guy coming.
I dropped it, and I was about 40 feet away, and hit the putt and dropped it. And he was like, "I should have recorded that." I said, "No, you wouldn't want to record that."
we need to hit up Sam, because I want one of those visions. I think that vision looks pretty good, and I'm not a mallet guy at all. You know, I've said it many times.
We clipping this right now?
The vision looks sick. I haven't seen it in person yet, but just the look of it, Something about it works for me. I'm not going to be a mallet boy, but I would definitely try and use that one.
See.
Just like when I won that Scotty Cameron on that buyer's giveaway, that Phantom, and I used it. I took it. That was a tournament. I took a mallet to Desert Pines to play a mallet in a tournament. Never even rolling a mallet before. Took it, putted pretty well with it. It probably would help my game, my putting game a little bit.
So I don't know if I'd call it a tournament.
Well, hey, I mean, you know, I still brought a mallet, and when I showed up with it, you guys were not
Shocked.
giving me any graces.
There was that head cover was so big. I have no idea how you put that in your bag.
It's very surprising because you've been so spoken about mallets.
I am.
So now to actually hear you say that you're curious and you like the look of one and all this stuff, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate mallets. I hate the putter cover hanging.
Next thing you know, Joe, you're gonna have a Callaway golf bag, bro.
And I'll never have an OEM golf bag. That's not gonna happen. No chance.
Okay.
No chance.
We'll revisit this episode in a year and see what happens.
Nope. That'll unless it's free. Maybe if it's free and I really like it.
Okay.
Do you have a power built staff bag?
Do I use it?
I don't know. I think you've been tempted.
No, I'm not carrying around a staff bag on the golf course. Are you insane? Who do you think I am?
Take it to Bandon, bro.
Take it Bandon. Yeah, that would be
full on power built staff bag carrying around Bandon.
Who's this fucking clown?
Single strap staff bag. That's perfect.
Go charge it then.
Bring your metal spikes too.
Have people help you.
No.
I mean, I'm in such disarray on my golf game also that I probably need a mallet because I don't play very good golf anymore, and it's kind of frustrating, which we've gone over before. And hey, maybe that might be just a little cure, you know. What up, Nori? Maybe I have to deal with an overhanging putter cover in my bag just to help me feel some sense of like manliness again.
What
you know what I mean?
You put it in first, and then you put the irons on top of it so the irons cover it and you can't see it as well.
No, you just cover it with a towel. You just put your towel over it. There you go. That might work.
Holy
look at
live from Mammoth, California. DGP in the chat.
Reporting live from the mountains.
Jeremy, you may have missed it. We have a couple people that have it clipped, and I will be clipping it. But Joe says he's going to switch to a mallet. He loves the Lab Golf Vision.
I did not say I'm switching. What are you talking about?
He says he wants to talk to Sam.
That's what I heard.
I heard I need to talk to Sam, and we need to get one because I want to play it.
Here's the thing. I'm definitely not paying for one of those.
Yep. He said he's going
to
sell his
I'm not
choice and get a Vision.
I'm not switching and paying for one. Hey, maybe I could be converted, you know, and also listening to Sam on the podcast where we had him on from Lab. I mean, you know, he knows his shit. I know he knows what he's doing. Great dude. And, you know, I started liking Lab a bunch more after we had Sam on, but I'm not gonna put chips down on the table to make the switch. Okay. I'm not putting chips on the table to make the switch. Love a blade, love the look, love the putter covers on a blade, but I don't mind mallets. I used to play a mallet way back when, but the overhanging of the cover on the bag just does not sit well in my stomach. So, but I do like the Vision one. Looks pretty good.
I tried the mallet I got from Dan, and the head oversized made me go back to the blade.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Boo, Lab, yay, mallet. Oh.
Yeah,
too funny.
But hey.
It's the onset for me is what kills it. I mean, even that blade putter, it has so much onset that I was standing over it going, whoa, oh, and then I roll it. It was so funny. Drop it in
every time I've rolled one, every time I've rolled one at Golf's Galaxy or PGA Superstore, like it does feel super stable, and I'm in a very shaky situation in my golf game. So, you know, when you go down those rabbit holes like Matt does, and he's got 47 putters in the garage that he tries every week. Same with Wyndham Clark. You never know. I could be a major champion myself, you know?
Joe, you need to come out to a fitting because something happened Friday at Revere that blew us all out of the water. Just we were all in awe. Dan grabbed a 40-gram light ladies flexed Reva 3-wood and was striping it.
Yes, I'm switching.
Like he was like,
interesting.
And I order a whole set of Reva.
Yep, I'm going pure ladies.
So, but it was just pure down the middle, or were you?
Dude, it was.
They were spinnier than shit, but it was just so easy to hit, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
He was.
I mean, I was swinging probably about 68 miles an hour, trying to sync up these. But the couple of times I did go after it, it was there. But yeah, just sitting there, just hitting smoothie boys all day, and just hitting these little.
He grabbed a 8 hybrid, which has the same loft as a 9-iron, and was just hitting these little punchy, flighted wedge shots with an 8 hybrid, a ladies 8 hybrid. It was, and Julie and I are sitting there going, this is why we tell people don't listen to what everybody tells you should be playing. You know, no way in hell Dan should ever put one of those.
He's going to.
But he did it.
I'm getting the whole bag.
And he's like, fuck it, light blue Reva Rise staff bag for Dan.
Yep.
Custom
Lady Callaway.
TC serial number.
That's
triple diamond.
Yep. And give me all the pastel colors. Give me all.
It was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. I couldn't believe how pure he was striping it.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Never seen anything like that.
Stratton in the house. What up, Stratton?
Oh, Strat, what's up?
But I mean that's the thing. But also Dan knows how to just slow it down and create that. He knows how to adapt to it. Also,
I told him, I said, I want to see that level of patience with your real clubs. You don't need to swing at 125 miles an hour. Dial it down just a little bit and get those smoothie boys like that. Because that was so funny.
I don't know what Matt's talking about. I still think Dan's 125 is still pretty smoothie boys, but that's my opinion. Matt's talking shit right now, so I'm just on the record. I still think it's a little smoothie boys. It's not.
Dan is aggressive into the ball, very aggressive into the ball.
That's what he does,
and that's what he does. And it was funny watching him not do that.
Liquid Death at the ball,
striping it
at the ball.
Yep.
Shout out Liquid Death. Got the Kilbert grape in the house tonight. Like if you like your grape drink,
is that one good?
It's not. It's a lot better than the strawberry.
Is it soda or is it the tea?
It's soda.
Okay.
Soda.
Well, if you like the grape drink,
it's not bad.
A little scissor, you're good to go.
I really want. Have you guys been seeing? Speaking of viral shit, grape drink gets viral occasionally. But what a transition! The Kool-Aid pineapples. Have you seen that?
Kool-Aid pineapple.
You haven't seen the Kool-Aid. Has anybody seen the Kool-Aid pineapples spears? Please let me know because I need to try it. I almost bought some the other day. Holy smokes! Holy moly! You guys don't know? I thought you guys would be in touch and down with this. Okay, I'll have to figure it out. I'll have to find it.
We talked all about Landman a couple weeks ago. It was an amazing trip. We had so much fun. Played some bangers in Nebraska besides Landman. But yeah, so much fun.
Okay, what's the thing with the Kool-Aid? Is it like in liquid form, or do you sprinkle it on as a powder on your pineapple? Like, what are we doing?
Thiel's had Kool-Aid pickles. No, so what they're doing is they've gone viral, and there's guys on Facebook Marketplace selling it. But you get a jar of the pineapple like spears from Costco or Sam's Club. You pour the juice into like a cup, and then you put Kool-Aid in it, mix it. I mean, pineapple juice, I haven't tried it yet, but some people add sugar, some people don't. And then you put it back into the pineapple spears for like a day, and then the Kool-Aid gets absorbed into the pineapple.
Oh, so you're just like marinating your pineapple in Kool-Aid.
Yeah, it's like a Kool-Aid marination of pineapples. Absolutely. I can't believe you guys haven't seen it. That shit's everywhere.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know how we got here, but
my algorithm is a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of broken bones and flying body.
Mine's nothing but golf naked, bro.
You guys know I don't like the broken bones, so yeah,
I know.
definitely different.
Yeah, you don't get those. Just Dan
Anything that makes me feel something in my bones, I don't like.
I see that there's a bunch of skate ones, and I'm like, I can't. Joe would.
I
just
see the
not
skate
be able to
ones.
handle this.
All right, I think he might be coming. Hold on, let me see. You just text me.
Yeah, I haven't got any broken bone videos from you lately, Matt.
Because I've been concentrating on other things.
I get it.
I went down a rabbit hole. So my little one is about to be a senior in high school, and she is really big into marketing and business. She's was president of her DECA club as a junior. She's super big into business marketing. She's sent out probably 20 emails to different marketing companies here in town, and she's gotten some feedback, and she's had an interview today with somebody to help them do their social media stuff. And it's impressive. And she gets all over me for using AI to help with stuff. Right.
Mhm.
She's like, sucks, stop doing it, blah, blah, blah. And so I was on the website the other day doing something, and she goes, what is that? That is trash. What are you doing? You know, like, what's going on? What are we doing? You know,
Yeah.
I go, what are you talking about? And she's like, that is terrible. And I was like, well, help me. If it's terrible, help me. So she did an audit. Yeah. She did an audit of the CDP website. And so for the last 3 days, I've been making changes based on her suggestions. So
Okay.
the CDP website has a new look. We're not doing a rebrand. Don't worry. We're not rebranding. But the CDP website has a new look, and it's a little bit cleaner, a little bit more user-friendly. And yeah, so check that out when you have some time. There's some good stuff on the website. So
cool.
And it's in the hands of a 17-year-old now. So.
Oh, holy moly.
No, I still have control. She's helping me.
Oh, there he is.
All right.
There. Okay.
Everybody, welcome to the show.
Tim.
Group Talk.
How we doing, boys?
What is going on?
Let's go.
I know.
Let's go.
Okay, well, here, I'll move. So my studio is in the downstairs bathroom because I have 3 young kids that completely ruin everything, and this is the only room I have in the house. So forgive me if my background's not the best, but
you're good, bro. So it sounds like you're coming from your MacBook or something. Can you get that mic turned on? It sounds echoey.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it sounds like you're on your headphones.
Sounds like your background. But guys, let me get. I'll do a quick intro.
Yeah, do a little intro.
This is Tim. Looper Talk.
What about now?
There you go. You're solid. This is Tim. Looper Talk. Caddie at Bandon Dunes, as you guys know if you listen to this podcast, one of our favorite places in the entire world. Dude has opinions on so many topics, so many things. Has a background in the game, and yeah, shout out Looper Talk.
Thank you.
Plug yourself real quick. Do your own intro.
Yeah. So
where's your podcast?
Yeah, I'm the owner of Looper Talk. It's a golf media brand with a podcast attached to it. I'm a caddy at Bandon Dunes. I've been a caddy for 11 years out there. I'm also a PGA professional. I teach lessons up at Coos Golf Club, and I've been playing golf professionally since 2016. I'm your very first caddy ever elected to a caddy yard as a PGA professional. So I connected the dots there, and it has been an interesting journey ever since. But yeah, I'm glad to see the opportunities it has presented me. Obviously, here I am talking to you boys. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
Does he know Scotty D? You know Scott Dunlop?
I've never asked.
Yes, I do. Yeah, he passed away, right?
See, that's what I
didn't hear that.
That's what I thought. I've been trying to get in touch with him. Oh, I just got chills.
Oh
no way.
Yeah, he was at Bandon and he went down to Pebble Beach, correct?
Yeah.
So he passed away, I think 6 months ago, maybe somewhere in that region.
Oh, fuck.
Super nice dude. One of the nicest guys. Really good heart, and kind of a light spirit too, man. He was, he really nice.
He was
dude.
a road runner, bro. He was
it's crazy.
He was a traveler, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, that sucks. He taught me how to love old Mac.
No, it makes so. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
I did the solstice one year, and
Okay.
he caddied for me. We played around. We played around 2 rounds before because we came up on a Sunday, and we
Okay.
played 2 rounds on Sunday. He caddied for me, and I'm like, dude, I dig you. So I asked him if he wanted to do the solstice, and he's like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. And I said, will they let you do all 72? He's like, yeah, I'm one of the few guys they don't question. I'll just do it. I said, okay, cool. And so we played those 2 rounds. Then after the 3rd round of the solstice, we finished on old Mac, and he said, he goes, all right, Matt, I've seen you play 5 rounds. I've been on your bag for 5 rounds of golf. I know your game. I see how you play. Because old Mac was like the bottom of the list for me. I did not like it. It was tough.
Damn,
it
this
was
is gonna
hard.
turn into a full Bandon discussion.
And he goes, I'm gonna make you love old Mac. He goes, I'm just gonna hand you clubs. I don't want you to question it. I don't want you to look at it. I'm just gonna hand you a club, and I want you to play. I said, all right. And I shot 75 and had the most fun I've ever had on a golf course. And it was just because he knew what I needed to do where and pointed me in the right direction. It was, God damn it.
I know,
That's
man.
crazy, bro.
God bless you, brother. That's old Mac. To play is one thing, but to caddy it is definitely probably my favorite. I feel like we have the most value on that course.
Absolutely.
We have a tournament every year called the Looper Cup. It's our national caddy tournament. It's in winter time, so it's right around the first week of December. We invite 3 other caddy programs. It's usually Pine Valley, Pebble Beach, Cypress Point, and then Mayakama and Pebble Beach sort of go back and forth. And I always love playing them on that course because they have no idea what they're doing. We're not going to tell them what the course is doing. We're just hopefully they'll figure it out on their own. But it's one of those courses that you have to play
spots.
Yes, and you have to know where the big miss is, and I think you really have to get in touch with your putter out there and just kind of embrace the ground game because that course is not really meant to be an aerial type of golf course. It is very much more on the ground.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't love old Mac. I love it now. It's my 2. So he taught me to love it. He said he was going to do it, and he did it. So.
Oh yeah, I'm still trying to figure. It's on the bottom of my list, unfortunately. But I've had many people explain to me the architecture behind it. I just caddied for a guy. He's the owner of Childress Hall up in North Texas, and he's got a Tom Doak and a Gil Hands course up there. And he was explaining to me the templates, the kind of the rich history behind the templates and all that, and that was very fascinating. He almost convinced me, but it still, I've really, it's just not my cup of tea. But I've really grown to appreciate it. I won't say it. I definitely can say that with a full heart that it's something I've learned to appreciate that type of golf.
I mean, it's one of the best reveals out there too, like climbing where the ghost tree is. But so you do not own the old Mac DVD that explains the history of it, is what you're saying. I almost bought it. I've almost bought it.
I didn't even know they had one.
They do, yeah.
Amazing.
No, but old Mac was supposed to, you're familiar with Lido at Sand Valley, right?
Yes, sir.
Old Mac was supposed to be the Lido, but Tom Doak said that there wasn't enough room. So what they did an interpretation of the Lido at Bandon.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough, man. I'm not a huge Doak fan. I've caddied, not personally, I've caddied for him a few times. He's actually was really nice to me. So in a personal level, I really appreciate him. His designs just remind me of Pete Dye. When I was playing college golf and we would go down to Florida and I played any sort of Pete Dye course, I would get my ass whooped. Excuse my language. But so there's part of that there. I think that's the beauty of what Bandon offers is
absolutely.
Like in the golf world, there's so many personalities that come into the sport, and it's one of the few sports where you don't have to be a specific individual to play it. We have so many different backgrounds, different ideas, whatever, that really enjoy the sport. And so I think Bandon really kind of tackles every personality and says, hey, you will find one of these
100%.
courses that you will enjoy. And that's probably why it's obviously rated as high as it is. So, and coming from working there, it's one of the best facilities I've ever been a part of. I've hung out with Mike Kaiser. I caddy for his son Chris quite often here and there, and that family alone was enough reason for me to stay working there. And as I've gone forward, I'm so blessed to be a part of that facility. I really am. It's there's not much more I can say after that, but it's a very cool experience.
It's my favorite place in the entire world that I've ever been. No question.
It's insane, man. And it does, especially for me, Trails is in my top 5 all time. I absolutely love that golf course. And I still to this day, I can't believe the amount of, I've been there for 11 years, man. I've walked that course probably 600-700 times. And I just get in this awe standing on the 16 tee, and you obviously it's the uphill par 5, but then you look left and you see the 4th fairway. And man, I don't know what it is. That place, I could play that course every day and be content.
I've had deer come walking next to me as you're walking up that, that hole. It's just, there's just so many epic moments. It changed me as a golfer, playing it the first time. And I have yet to have that experience on any other course that I've played. That just, it makes you feel like you're part of the course. You're just invited.
I think what it is it tells a story. I think that's the best thing about it. It tells a story as you play that golf course. There's a story that it's being told to you as you play your way through it.
100%.
Start in the dunes, get through the meadows, climb through the hills, come back to the meadows.
Nothing like it.
It's just such an amazing routing.
So this was maybe a couple years ago. I was with Chris Kaiser, and we were walking that course, and I still found this one of the most profound statements. Is his dad told him that he thinks the reason why Trails has such a unique feel, and it's so moving to a lot of people, it has an aura, right, is because a lot of the trees, they haven't been touched for hundreds of years. And so there's this deep-rooted history, nature, like naturally, because a lot of this ground hasn't been touched for a very long period of time. And now we're
in them hills, man.
Right. And so, playing in that golf course, you're seeing a lot of trees that have, if you actually get back there, and anyone who's watching, this is a really cool part of the golf course. It's the second hole. It's a par 3 down the hill. When you get done with the hole, take a left instead of taking that right. Go left down the hill, and you're going to see the biggest Douglas fir. Yeah, right. There you go. I mean, you're going to see the biggest Douglas fir you've ever seen, dude. And I'm almost positive that tree has to be 200-300 years old. It's insane. I have never seen it. And Douglas firs are these trees that they grow out here that they log. And so they grow really quick, and they don't have a big trunk, but they get real tall. So there's a lot of surface area for them to use the wood, and they can basically use it up pretty quickly, or the tree grows big enough to where they have enough resources for it. But to see that kind of how big that tree is, they have a little bench that's built on one of the limbs too. Anyways, I'll shut up. But it's a great.
But there's tons of things like that there. That's what's amazing.
There's so many things. Like Damn Good Putter, who is our 4th on this podcast, who's in Mammoth. We were. One of my favorite things to do is be at Bandon with a first timer. And Jeremy, I know how much he appreciates golf, loves golf. The Damn Good Putter right there. And we did a full 8-some trip. And he cried up there, up on 14T. The bench, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've cried at Bandon too, because it's just, I cried on 16 at OG, but it's just, it moves you. It's just fucking sick. And for you to be there that long and still feel so passionate about it. Is awesome.
100%, man. Special. It is. Exactly. And
you had anybody cry in your group?
No. If it was definitely maybe some recreational stuff involved, but no, in terms of a actual spiritual moment, no, I've Now, I've had people that get very, very attached to the place. That happens quite frequently. And so I think we have these sort of conversations that we're having now. And again, every golf personality, our brain is just firing on all cylinders because we have Pacific Dunes, totally different feel. Bandon Dunes, which has grown on me a ton. That course is awesome. Then you have Sheep Ranch, which I have grown to appreciate because of the idea behind it and the amount of land that they use. They only used 170 acres, right? And so to provide that kind of an experience is awesome. And so, and to me, I think the sleeper of all this is Bandon Preserve.
Look what I got right here.
Oh yeah, that's the original routing, huh? Oh yeah, awesome.
So, I know a greenskeeper out at Sheep Ranch, and he sent me a shit ton of these.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
But
that was
Preserve.
My experience out here. I got to caddy, I think 4 or 5 times on the original, and nice. that was really cool. And so to see the evolution of that was neat. And I think I also find it very fascinating about the practice center, how everything is free. They let the kind of the community to get involved with Bandon. So if you wanted to get into golf, you can drive onto Bandon Dunes, go straight to the driving range and hit balls. And I think that to me
amazing
is awesome. It provides a message there of I'm big on accessibility. If you've watched my show or if you're watching my podcast, that's something I'm very big on. So yeah, I feel like their message is very reflective of what I'm trying to do. And so I appreciate it a lot.
Golf as it was meant to be, bro. Golf as it was meant to be.
As Joe said earlier, we could talk Bandon.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm gonna
Hey, but if you're listening, do us a favor and make sure you're checking out Looper Talk on Instagram and also his podcast.
I was following you from my personal account, but I just followed you from the podcast. So
okay, well, I now follow y'all back, man. We'll absolutely. Thank y'all for doing that.
Some big news came out today, and I'm so grateful when the big golf brands and companies choose Tuesday mornings to throw news out there because it's perfect for us. They're like, hey, you know what? CDP is going to be on tonight. Let's save this till tomorrow and throw it out there. So they brought in Tiger, had a big presser today, and the PGA announced this new format that they're going to in 2028. And so if you live under a rock and you have not heard, I'll throw it up here on the screen. This is come on. Show. Maybe not. There we go. So this is what's coming in 2028. They're splitting it up into 2 tours within one tour. You've got the Championship Series and you got the Challenger Series. 120 players in the Champions Field, higher purses, 72 holes, 36-hole cut. And then the Challenger Series, smaller events, bigger fields, smaller purses. It's kind of like an A and B type flight as how they're doing it, trying to get the premier players playing in more events, more against each other, and still giving the other guys opportunities to play in events. So did you watch any of it today, or did you just scroll socials and see what people were saying?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
No, I worked today and I had to get up pretty early. So I found all my information through socials. I have a few people that send me stuff on a regular basis when something happens. Call them my sources. But I learned very quickly that I still check in and make sure that I do my research as well and not just go based on what I see. So I try to look on a bunch of accounts and try to gather information from all these accounts and compile it into what I've seen. And that what you just showed is exactly the information I got. Is there's essentially a tier and a B tier, like Rory said. I don't want to say it like it is what it is, but he called it glorified Corn Ferry events. And so I found that very interesting. I think Brian Rowlatt personally brought that out in a press conference, maybe, or he at least had mentioned something that, hey, these challenge, I think it's the Challenge Series, right? You got the Championship and the Challenge
Champions and Challenger,
I think, I pretty much gathered all my information from social media. I didn't watch any of it on
What's
TV.
your thoughts?
You want to know my thoughts?
Yes, dude. This is why we invited you, Tim.
Dude, the hot takes are fantastic.
Tim has so many opinions. And this is, you know, I've been in the comments with Tim. Like, everybody can have their own opinion, guys. And
Yes.
if you don't know Tim's background, he could tell you. But this, dude, we're open. You know what I'm
I
saying?
love it, man. Well,
We love the game of golf. And
yes.
I
What
thought
turned
you
me
would be
on?
the perfect person to jump on tonight.
Oh,
What
that's
turned me
great.
on to your content, I was watching on IG and you came across my feed and I'm like, okay. And it's like, you have a very distinct voice. You have, you know, you just you throw it out there. There's no sugarcoating it. It's like, this is what's going on. This is what I think, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know, a couple times I'm like, get the fuck at, well, you know, he's got a point, you know, and like the other time I'm like, yes, I agree 100% with it. Well, no, you kind of did, you know, so it's engaging.
knowledge and experience too. And
Uh,
I did it, Tim. I send your clips to these guys all the time, and I'm like, Tim going off again, you know.
Oh, that's
and
awesome,
you know,
boys. That's that really makes my heart, like, I really. So my intentions are to have conversations, and I always want to find the truth of everything. And so I always think the truth, and I think the truth is always ever evolving. I don't think, to me, if we go to a situation and we think that that's the definite truth, I think we're missing out on something bigger. So if we start it through the medium of conversation and I get multiple opinions and outlooks, we can always come to a center point where I think that's the reality of the situation, because we all have different perceptions of what goes on in the world. And I think if we don't accept those perceptions and we think ours is the say all, then we end up really missing out on some valuable information, especially with people like yourselves who are very up to date and do the research and have this experience on a personal level. So I admire these conversations. So anyways, for me, I think in all fairness, I'm not going to say that the PGA Tour is not trying to better themselves. To me, I think what's going on is I think we are losing a lot of steam after Tiger Woods came off the tour. And I think we proposed a lot of business models around him without thinking about the longevity of the tour. I think we really thought, okay, we're just going to put all our cake in this basket and hope to God that it just creates such a big enough fire that we're not going to have to worry about it continuing to burn. But now that I think the bar in the competition has rose, which is making it very hard to find another Tiger Woods because the level of competition is so stiff now. And I think because we have all this idea of the demand that Tiger created, that upped the value of everything that's associated with the tour. And so now that Tiger is slowly coming away from the tour, the demand is going with it. And because the demand is going with that, or leaving I don't want to say it's leaving, because I don't think the tour is declining. I think it's plateauing. I think the viewership is very much at a plateau right now. It's not really increasing or decreasing. It's just very, very static. And so I think what we are seeing here is we're seeing Brian Rollback trying to adapt the best he can, try to create a business model around this tour that is hopefully going to succeed. And the problem is they have made it so hard for a access point to get on the tour in terms of financially. And so to find these new players that create this emotional attachment for guys like us to watch the tour is much more finite than it was back in the early 2000s. And so they're really at a crossroads here, to where either we appease the sports strategic group, the investors, and we try our best to show them that the ROI is positive, so they will modify, do whatever they can, or we have to step back a little bit and we have to make some sacrifices and try to figure out really what's going to create that longevity of the tour. And so I think Brian Rollback's in a very tough spot. Obviously, they're not going to say that. I think he much more or less is going to always say that there's a positive outlook, which in all fairness, as we know, the PGA Tour is a very good thing. We love it. I love it. It's why we're here. It provides the most influence for the golf community. And to me, that is the core of why we have influencers, YouTube golf, why we have these mini tour golf, why we have the PGA of America continuing to do its thing. So it really does revolve around these super talented players that are providing that entertainment through skill level for us. And so I personally think that what they should have done is they should have kept the condensed schedule, but they need to start investing more money into the Corn Ferry Tour. What they
100%.
also should do is they need to start making these mini tours have bigger purses so that we have guys have incentives to
Right.
start playing these mini
Absolutely.
tour events. And that way we can create more of these. I call them hometown heroes. And I know you guys know players that are
Yeah,
very
of course.
good
Yeah.
and they don't really have this avenue unless they get backed by somebody with enough money.
Yeah.
Or they come from money. They sort of at this static, okay, where do I go from here? Okay, maybe I'll go to Q school, and if I fail at Q school, I can't afford to travel the country and follow the pre-qualifiers on tour. Obviously, I'm not on the Corn Ferry Tour, so there's just a lot of financial heartache for people that don't have that opportunity. And so I think the tour would have probably been better off thinking more or less about the longevity through the medium of accessibility. And I think instead of making 2 tours or 2 segments of the tour, I think what they essentially have done is they've created like in baseball, there's single A, double A, and triple A. And we've already had that system in place, but now we're having another system that's a little bit above triple A, but before the pros. And so it's not really tackling the problems at hand. It's just more or less hopefully expanding what they have to where they don't have as much financial pressure to continue
That's
on.
one of my biggest questions this whole time is, and I've seen it in the comments all the way down in all the comments, like they didn't mention Corn Ferry at all. So does Corn Ferry become the Challenger Tour, or does that become the Americas Tour, or like? And they from what I've seen, they haven't addressed that. And like,
No.
so if Corn Ferry becomes the Challenger Tour, that would be elevated purses, which they should have.
Yeah.
Right. Comparatively. That's what I'm hoping happens. I think that would be great for the Corn Ferry because they're PGA Tour.
Yes.
And that's one thing that has gone unanswered. And I've seen a lot of people in the comments saying like, so what happens to Corn Ferry? What happens? And they have not addressed it.
Right.
And I think that's one thing that they really need to address.
Well, and also with the Q school, if we have guys that go to Q school now, are they going straight to the Challenger Tour? Or do they go down to the Corn Ferry? Because a lot of these guys, they'll end up spending somewhere between $8 to $10 up to $30,000 to get through the Q school, and then they're going to end up at the Corn Ferry. And people don't know this, but when you go through Q school and you get qualified onto the Corn Ferry Tour, they make you sign a paper that says you have to pay for your expenses involved with this tour. Now you can get a low-level sponsorship that might help. But at the end of the day, some of these guys don't have the 100. I think it's probably on average somewhere between
funds,
70 to $100,000 to fulfill a schedule on the Corn Ferry Tour. And so these guys will qualify. They'll spend that money. Then they do get on the tour, and then they have to find a low-level sponsor that hopefully gives them some of that funding to where they can even fulfill that tour. And if they start missing cuts immediately, well, now you get the story of him sleeping in a car wherever, and then it turns into a situation where they're just struggling to have a decent way of living. And so it is a very interesting aspect to all this because you've split the PGA Tour in 2. Okay, so for these young aspiring guys that came out of college, are we going to throw them on the Corn Ferry Tour through the Q school? And then after that, they're going to have to spend all this money to fulfill that. Hopefully they play well. And then they're going to show up on a Challenger Tour where on top of that, they're going to have to really play well because the purses are not going to be nearly as much as the Championship Tour. And so there's a lot of pressure for these up and coming players to really perform, and they're going to have to perform very fast. And so that scares me because there's a lot of players, Max Homa, Tony Finau are examples that had to develop. They had to have a process of development to get to these spots where they are now. And so I just don't want
even Brooks Koepka. I mean, he went to Europe.
Yeah.
And
right.
having those opportunities you know, it's important. I think a couple of things that they did say that I liked is no more sponsor exemptions on the champion side.
Okay.
So, and there's no like spots given, you know, you have to, it's merit based. You only get on there for merit based. It's not, they said, is the Tiger rule going to come into effect? You know, 80 tour wins and he can, it's going to be merit based. They are going to have Monday qualifiers.
Golf courses.
Yeah, they are going to have Monday qualifiers.
And new golf courses. That's right.
Yeah. Monday qualifiers will take place for the challenge. So that is a good thing because Monday queues were going away. So that's another opportunity for people to get in. Different golf courses. They're talking match play. So there are some positives to it. But I think it's going to be
they need to figure out the funnel. They need to figure out the funnel. I think
what just happened at the US Open on the first day when you had, you know, 3 amateurs playing really good. And that created a buzz. And you had Wyndham Clark wire to wire lead. And there was more
situation.
There was more coverage of the, you know, the battle for, well, there wasn't more coverage, but there was a lot of coverage for the battle for the low amateur because it's, you know, Quaven and these super, super young, talented guys. And that's the desire.
Don't forget Nicklaus too.
That people want. They want to see that. They want those stories. And they've kind of taken that away from, you know, those developers that come up and you went on the Corn Ferry and then you're on the tour and now they're saying like, that's awesome, but it's not good enough.
Yeah.
There's a couple more stairs for you to climb.
Yeah, that's right. And so that's just gonna, to me, that's gonna really put the opportunity in a smaller box because now if we don't give these people or guys development time, that I call it the runway, right? Everyone needs a big enough runway to get their plane to take off. Some people obviously can take off pretty quick, and then there's some people that take a little bit of time. But as you've seen with, again, Finau, he's a great example. We gave him a pretty long, I think he was on professionally 9 years before he really started. But look at him now. He's doing great. He's fantastic with the fans, and he's a good showcase to really.
Shout out Garson.
Shout out Garson.
That's awesome. So I think it's going to be. I just hope that I don't want to see a lot of these really good players start to think, okay, enough trying to pursue golf professionally. I'm going to go to YouTube golf.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Right.
That's a whole thing in itself too.
Yeah. And I'm not saying YouTube golf doesn't deserve their space. I'm glad that we have YouTube golf and the influencers. That's something I've had to learn to deal with too, but I've really accepted that side of golf. But to me, I think the real influence and the real part of golf, if we want to continue, I hate saying this, but growing the game, I think it really builds from accessibility, right? And so I think once we build that accessibility first, then we can really start to see, because in all fairness, I don't think the game needs to grow. I think it will grow naturally because it's so addicting as it is, as you guys know. Once you get into
because it's the fucking best, dude. It's the best game ever.
Right. I mean, you could be a guy's listening to Mozart, super nerdy guy, or you can be some biker with tattoos, and I'm just trying to point out complete polar opposite personalities here. But and I know you guys have seen both of those personalities absolutely love the game, right? And that's because there's a lot deeper connection to the game.
It brings people together.
Yes. Right. And it's an element of, it's a game that brings, it's really reflective of life. And so I think the game naturally teaches people who they are. And so it reveals a lot of things to us that sometimes we don't really see unless we happen to be in a situation. But I think golf really brings all that to the table. And so for really avid golfers, it's a way to have a therapeutic session to reflect on ourselves and to better ourselves. So I think there's a lot bigger parts at play.
I hate growing the game because
we're not big fans of it over here.
I'm a big fan of educating the golfer, not growing the game.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can educate the current golfers, it'll be better. But growing the game, to me, it sounds force-fed. Like, I have to do this. We have to grow the game. we're ambassadors. Like Bryson DeChambeau, we saw him here in Vegas at the Live event. And, you know, at the Live events, they let you get a lot closer. So I'm walking side by side with him between holes. And I started chatting with him, and he's like, you know, we're just out here doing what we need to do to grow the game. And I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Stop.
Gross, dude.
Stop.
Chill.
I
Dude.
think that
The game's big enough.
the game, but I think that golf happens to people when it happens for a reason.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
You find the game. You don't need to grow it. It's there. You just need to find it. Some people find it when they're 6 years old and their dad takes them to the range and they love it. Some people, like myself,
Definitely.
find it later on in life when it hit me, you know, and you know, and I see people. I'm a fitter for Callaway, so I see a lot of people that
Company
have
plug, guys.
Company
Yeah,
man.
Block it. Company man.
I'm a company man. I see a lot of people that have found the game, and I have a lot of respect for those people because when you find it, like you said, it's an addiction.
Yes.
And all I hear about these people is, oh, we met a guy Saturday at Legacy, been playing 6 months, obsessed with it.
Oh yeah.
Right? And
It's
it's
a drug.
that
It's a drug.
that to me is better than growing the game, because it's the people that find the game are what makes golf amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's well said, man. That's 100%. What you just said is exactly how I feel. 100%. I think if at least for me, when I hear someone saying they're growing the game, I want to know what the underlying reason is.
Right. It sounds fucking
Exactly.
It sounds pyramid-y, you know. It
Yeah,
sounds,
right.
You know, television evangelist kind of situation.
Yeah, why do you want to grow the game? What's the end goal for you? Are you growing it for because it needs to grow? Because I can tell you what, after
Dude.
COVID, boy, there's not you go to a public golf course near a major city, dude, you're not gonna find
That should be the slogan, is we want to help people find the game.
Yes, that's well said, man.
Bro. Hey, charge it. Marketing team, hit us up.
Well, he's got the Callaway hookup, boy. They might be
OEM boys.
Quantum, find your game.
Yes, I knew it's gonna be on the next commercial we'll see on the Golf Channel. Like, Callaway, you here to find your game.
That's funny.
That's amazing. By the way, that new driver is awesome, and I don't know how y'all do it, because I feel like I used to play an FT5 way back in the day, and no offense, I'm a Titleist guy. I like the soft little cushy feel. It looks like a marshmallow. I don't know why I feel that way, and I've always felt like Callaways are a little hard for me. I get it though, because they're damn good drivers. But man, that Quantum is the perfect medium. It's not too soft. It's not too hard. Dude, I might go Callaway in the next year, dude. I got a GT3, but I keep, every time I caddy for someone and I see one of those Quantums, I'll hold a ball and I'll bounce it off the face, and I'm like, no, I can't buy a new driver right now, dude. Leave me alone. I'm not doing this.
The Quantum is sick.
It looks good. It feels good. I'm telling you. And you guys got the Triple Diamond Max, which I find very interesting. It's a low spinning head, but it's bigger, right? So it's obviously got the MOI that's pretty solid. But
yeah, the CG is more draw bias too. I mean, the Triple Diamond is a super fade by his head, and it kills me. That's one thing that I can't stand about like My Golf Spy and all the periodicals that put out there, you know, driver tested, the best drivers, the Callaway Triple Diamond. I'm like, fuck, because now everybody that thinks they need a new driver is coming out and go, well, I want to try the Triple Diamond.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, what shot shape do you hit? Oh, I play a draw.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Yeah. Are you sure you want to try the Triple? Well, My Golf Spy said it's the best.
Yeah.
Like, all right, here you go. Dude, I can't hit this. I can't hit a draw. No. You can't.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, I think it's the name too, Triple Diamond. That just sounds exclusive. I'm part of that club. Oh yeah, that thing it's got the name. It's like McDonald's, you know. It's got that name. Well,
like, Triple Diamond back in the day was, you know, pretty exclusive for the boys.
That's
you know?
what I mean. The paradigm and all that. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. But yeah, I to tie everything back in, yes, I think I have good hopes for the PGA Tour. I want them to maybe focus more on how to make it easier for these guys to pursue professional golf. In that way, I call them hometown, like I was saying earlier, I call them hometown heroes because I want the guys that we know that are very good at least get a chance. And even if they fail, who cares? At least
they got their shot. They got their shot.
Yeah, because there's going to be that one guy, his dad's a roofer. He never really played many golf. He played college golf.
Paint the picture.
Yeah, right. And it's just some guy, and you see him, and he's grown up on this public course, and it's dirt lies. You know exactly the kind of story I'm talking about. And you see him, and he's up against these big boys, and he performs well and gets top 10, and you're thinking, fuck, we got another John Daly, boys. We got one.
Yeah.
And that emotional attachment for us,
100%.
Like we don't even care that he's winning. It's just the fact that he came from somewhere that's relatable to us.
Yeah.
Right. And no offense to the country club kids. I'm glad y'all are part of the game too. We want you guys to be, but that's why I think golf is so beautiful, because it doesn't matter where you came from, what you're about. All it cares about is the ball in the face meeting. And so if we have all these demographics and all these social classes and they all combine, man, then you're going to start to create this emotional attachment again. And then I think that's when they're going to see those ratings go up, the viewership start to slowly incline. And then we have more of this. And this is where I think it stems down all the way to the college golf level is, to me, and this might be a little bit too much of a hot take, but I don't think we give I don't think we give American golfers that much credit or really that much opportunity. And if you've noticed, a lot of these high D1 level programs, they have a lot of international players. And I've always thought, okay, we need to maybe limit only one international player per team and keep it to where it's 80 to 90% focused on Americans, because I'm not, whatever, maybe we can eventually create a world tour to where we have we travel around different countries and we bring everybody together that way. I'm not trying to take golf away from us, but I just think in the States, we need to figure out a way to develop these guys better, give them more of a chance to develop. And so, and then that'll create that emotional attachment for guys like us. And then we can really, and I'm not saying I don't root for international players. There's quite a few guys that I really enjoy watching, especially at the Masters, like Hideki. That was freaking awesing. Really nice dude, right?
Great moment.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that Americans don't find that appealing. I just think it would be maybe slightly more appealing to watch another John Daly or somebody that developed through some middle-class situations and got to that stage and then performed well. Dude, my heart's beating right now just saying that.
I'll say, I think the grass league could be something that feeds that. You know what I mean? Shout out the grass league.
I've heard that.
They're doing something. You know, it's small, but they're doing something.
You're right. I think someone mentioned that to me a month ago, and I didn't really put too much thought into it. I probably will after this show, but I was really excited to hear that people were sort of thinking in a way of, okay, let's create this runway for people, which is why I partly enjoy YouTube golf, because I think a lot of these guys, Brad Dahlke,
they're good enough, and find a way.
Yeah, right. They're obviously good enough players, but to see these guys come from they didn't come from the normal rise up through Q school and all this. They found a different avenue to gain that opportunity. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I don't try to just blab negativity. I think people find me sometimes bitter and negative, but I really do find that there's quite a few positives too within the golf space, especially when it comes to PGA Tour.
Let's see if we can get some drab, hard takes on the U.S. Open that just took place.
Oh, okay. Well,
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, go ahead. Sorry.
The course. It was so funny. I saw somebody posted. It's just like there's like a U.S. Open timeline leading up to it. Oh, the conditions are going to be crazy. Friday or Thursday comes, the scores go low. They're worried about it. They dry it out. Friday is a shit show. Saturday, it's who knows what's going to happen. And then Sunday, it's the best Open ever. It's like it happens every year. And I had some friends that were like, Shinnecock needs to never host another U.S. Open again.
Insane. No.
Yeah, because super fast fairways, super wide fairways, greens that are unmanageable, blah blah blah. And it's I get it. You have your takes.
I've seen comments like on Tuesday, they're like, they already lost the greens.
Yeah. It happens every US Open. It happens. Everyone's super paranoid about the conditions. It's like, if you don't want to have these conditions, stop hosting it out in the Hamptons. Bring it more inland where the weather's not going to fuck you. So
it's awesome.
Yeah. I like seeing the challenge. It's supposed to be one of the toughest challenges in golf. I want to see guys
gotta grind.
Perplexed with a 90-yard wedge shot.
Yes.
It's one thing if you're playing like they're playing the Travelers this weekend. They're going to be throwing darts, backing the ball up close to the pin, and somebody's going to shoot.
Softy boys for sure.
I like. It becomes more relatable to me because I'm not somebody that hits it dead center in the face every single time, hits my numbers perfect every single time, and has the shots. I stand there sometimes going, this could go this way, this could go that way, and so to see those guys have that and have to deal with that, it's fun for me. I enjoy it.
Love it.
And what's your take on US Open conditions at Shinnecock that just happened?
Oh, the conditions I think were great. I actually wish they made them more firm. I like to hear those guys bitch, dude. It's unreal.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things ever. And again, to me, dude, complain all you guys want. This is the US Open. Welcome to the show, boys. If you came here to find a fair golf course, then I don't know why this is our major. It's the United States major. Like at least for me as a fan. Dude, I want to see these guys kind of bitch, dude. No offense to them, but I mean, I want 3 over to win.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, what's the point? You guys play the same pitch, drive and pitch all day long, where you hit driver and you got sand wedge into every green. Fine. I want you to show up on a really narrow golf course where it's super windy and the greens are firm, and even a 90-yard shot makes you nervous. That is what I want. I don't think many fans, at least for me, are not sitting here wishing that these guys were shooting 17 under at a US Open. I don't. That's
no, we don't want that.
No. So to me, there was a situation where they said that they were going to infuse the greens with water.
Syringe, it was the word. Syringe,
right? Okay, there you go. Right. So it was in between the waves, right? So the morning wave would be done. The last time of the morning wave, they were going to go to each green, and they were going to obviously make the thatch have more water into it, so it would hold better. And that's sort of, to me, I'm thinking, wow, no, let it burn.
You get the card you're dealt. You get the card you're dealt.
Yeah,
you got the late wave. You're going to get the early wave tomorrow.
Let it burn, and let that thing burn. I want that crispy. I want them to be putting on brown greens for that. I'm not saying water to keep the golf course and for healthy for what you need, but man, shit, I want to see some like John Daly at Pinehurst when he got pissed off because the ball kept rolling off the green, so he decided to call it a day. I think Phil Mickelson had that same situation at Shinnecock, right?
Yeah.
That's what we want. We want to see them be human beings, because when they go play the John Deere Classic and you're thinking, well, Scotty Scheffler's 24 under going into this last 3 holes, you're thinking, okay, dude, no offense. I love watching good golf, but these guys, it's hit it as far as you can, find it, more than likely have a pitch and wedge or less in. Okay, I'm going to stick it to 8, 10, 12 feet, make the putt. Okay, great. Not saying they don't deserve that, but when it comes to a major championship, we have Augusta, where it's the English style golf where everything's manicured and it's to the point, and you know what you're going to get. Great. But I think the US Open is a little bit of a combination of the English and the Scottish style golf. To me, you get the high rough, you get the unlucky bounces, you have the element of chance involved. It's not all about just hitting it into a window and you're going to get a guarantee. You got to get the right bounce. You got to have the right spin. You got to have to hit the right shot shape. I think that's the Scottish element of golf, which to tie that into Old Mac, that's why Old Mac is so fascinating, because it is 100% Scottish. So you have this element of chance there. And I think the US Open in the past has combined the two very well. Right. And so I think that's something to me that as a fan, I wish the conditions were just a little bit more harsh to me. I think that would have been really cool to watch those guys kind of struggle a little bit. But
I think one of the things about in majors in general is just like this idea of score to par.
Yes.
Par does not matter at the end of the day.
No.
It matters if you beat the field.
Yes.
We want to see these guys struggle, right?
Yes.
You could be plus, like you said, +3, +4. I mean, to see only 4 players, I think it was 4 players under par was awesome.
3, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So par does not matter at the end of the day. You were playing the golf course and you were playing the field.
Yes.
Okay? Par does not matter. And we want to see him bleed, because that's the identity of the US Open. We want to see him bleed. And if you're going to have an identity as a major, it's the one.
Yeah, I agree. I 100%. What did you guys think about the fan thing?
About people talking shit to Wyndham Clark?
Yeah, the fans, man. Those New York fans.
I thought it was great, and he won him over, though. I think at the end of the day,
he did.
I mean, he kicked in a locker at Oakmont last year.
I know.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's a hothead.
I mean,
he's throwing clubs. He's a hothead.
I think he did very well with handling that, though.
He did.
Obviously,
I agree with that.
The thing that he did well is he won. You know,
that's what I'm saying. Back nine, he did great.
Yeah. You guys can all suck it. Talk shit all you want. I'm holding the trophy.
Him, man. He went out and did it. He went out and did it.
I think that's I think secretly that might go down as one of the top 2, top 3 major wins in the last 10 years, just because of the adversity he had to handle.
The course that was in front of him that he had to play, the people on his field, the person in his group that's going for a career Grand Slam. That
he's only one of 4 to win it. 2 US Opens in 3 years, right? It was Jack, Tiger, and who else? I forget, but yeah, good for him, man.
Might be Hale Irwin, actually. I might have done that. No, but yeah, I think
Hale Irwin.
Yeah.
I got a card here. Let me find Hale.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I think Hale Irwin did 91, 93, I think.
I think so.
Though. I got a little
look at my man. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, and he's playing with the #1 golfer in the world. Oh, there you go. So I'll tell you about Hale. So I caddied at Cherry Hills for a while, about a year and a half, and he's a member out there. And so I got to spend some time with him. And no shit, the entire loop he would just feed me. Would not talk golf to me at all. We would just eat. He would bring a bunch of these snacks and he would tell me what I think, and we'd have to rate them. Pretzel bite, and he didn't care at all. It was amazing. I'd stand on the back of the cart and he'd drive and he'd say some random shit, whatever. And I would zap a pin. Oh yeah, Hale, it's 137. He goes, oh, okay. You only hit it 136 or 139. And I'm thinking, yeah, dude, I'm not getting into that conversation yet. And he would just start laughing. He didn't give a shit, man. He's one of the most down-to-earth people, because he knew right when he was saying that. He'd look at me and I'd be like, yeah, okay, no, we're not getting, I know who you are, but you don't have to pull this crap on me. He's really nice dude, man. I actually have a story about him and Jack Nicklaus. It's the only time I met Jack. By the way, Jack's hands are huge. It made me realize,
for a small guy, that like huge.
Well, he's only he's 5'11", 6 feet, maybe. I can't remember the height. I know he's a little. I'm only 5'8". I don't even think he's that tall. To me, I thought he was eye level, but I'm trying to. Again, this was I was so in shock of this moment. So we're at Cherry Hills and Hale texted I don't have Hale's number. He texted the caddy program, said, hey, I'm coming in this day. Is Tim available? Blah, blah, blah. So I go in, we do this loop, I'm starting the loop, and he's there, and he says, hey, my guest isn't coming for a little later. that's fine. So I'm with him and 3 other guys, and then the group behind me. Well, first hole, Cherry Hills is downhill par 4. It's short. You can drive it. And then the next hole is this par 4, and it kind of goes the other way. And so Jack, I think, was just going to mess with him and play a surprise or whatever. And so we drive down, we get everything, play the hole. Me and another caddy were on the second tee box. We're carrying, we're not on the back of a cart. And Jack walks up behind the caddy, pinches him, and says, "Hey man, can you guys clean this tee box? I don't." And he's always, and I didn't know this, but I've heard multiple stories about him. He's real anal about tee boxes. He does not like tees anywhere. He wants it as clean as a baby's ass. I mean, he wants that thing spick and span. So, but the fact that Jack Nicklaus just walks up behind the tree, we didn't see him at all, and because we saw Hale and them talking to somebody, and we're thinking, oh, okay, whatever. And as caddies, we try to not be nosy. We try to keep to ourselves. We're there to serve. We're not there we're not hanging out with our friends. We're here to provide a service. So we try to be very moderate with our conversation. So we're not really looking around going, oh, hey, Hale, what you doing? We're just, trying to stay in the moment. But anyway, so Jack goes and pinches the other caddy, and I'm sitting there and I look, and we both look, and we're like, holy shit, dude, it's Jack Nicklaus. Hey, man, see it.
Yeah.
And the rest of the round, there was not a tee anywhere near a tee box. No chance. We get to the tee box early, and we're picking them fuckers up because it's like, oh, Jack told us what to do, dude. We're like, okay, that's the Godfather. Easy. Yeah. We're going to have to really. But he was obviously a really nice dude, shook her hands, and in the caddy world, you don't get autographs or pictures. You just shake their hand, be nice, and leave. We're not there to be all buddy with them, even though we'd like to be sometimes. But
can't be fanboys as a caddy. That's
no, man. But it was the jump on that guy. Well, he was just like, holy fuck, dude, that's Jack Nicklaus. God damn. All right, here we go. We're cleaning tees, dude. And I'm not kidding you. Every damn tee box for the rest of the round. The divot tools are out. We're picking tees, like par 3s. We're putting them in the box. The other tees were literally putting them in the pocket. I probably had like 6 or 7, at least maybe even 8 just broken tees in my pocket because I'm too paranoid to even. Dude. Oh, that was so wild because that's the only time I've met Jack, and sure enough, he's just like, "Hey, we want these tee boxes nice and clean for our guests." And I'm thinking, "Oh my fucking god, dude!" Yes, sir.
Recommended by Jack.
It's like, yes, sir. Thank you. We'll do that, sir. Anything we can do? Anything else? Nope. We're like, okay, these tee boxes are gonna be fucking clean by the end of the. Oh man, but. Really nice dude. Yeah, obviously when I shook his hand, that's the one thing I'll never forget. I'm thinking, dude, man,
some paws on him.
Fuck, no wonder they called him the bear. His damn paws, man. Those things are massive. But yeah, it's funny because Hale after the round, he came up to me, he goes, "Yeah, that's a pretty big guest, huh?" And I'm thinking, yeah, dude, you could have warned us, man, or something.
Yeah.
Hey, you touched on something earlier when you said that these guys play the same, courses and just bomb it down there and have a wedge in.
Yes.
So equipment talk, the ball rollback has been delayed.
Right. I saw that.
I'll give you what my thoughts are on it, and I'm curious to hear yours. So I've always had a ideology that the clubs are much easier to hit now. Right. TaylorMade had an ad where Scotty hits it 300 off the toe in the middle of the fairway, and with the technology that they've had in these drivers that allow mishits to go straighter. Now they still yank them off the course every now and then, but on a consistent, these guys squared up so good and their mishits are not punishment anymore. Now you have athletes back, 20, 30 years ago, there wasn't, guys didn't have a physio. They didn't have a masseuse. They didn't have all these options that are available to them now. Then we brought in analytics, like look what happened with Moneyball and baseball. As soon as people started figuring, oh, you have to hit this launch at this speed to get more home runs, it changed baseball. That's happened in golf where guys now are optimizing their swing patterns and equipment to hit the ball further. Would making the drivers less forgiving be a better rollback than changing the golf ball?
100%. I was just about to go there. I think leave the ball alone. You cannot improve the ball any more or less. Leave it alone. Ball is fine. What we need to do is make the driver head smaller. We need to only allow them to hit blades. If you're playing on a professional PGA Tour or Corn Ferry Tour, you can only hit a certain club. You cannot hit any sort of cavity back. Basically limit it to where you have to hit certain clubs. And I think what we're really tackling here is the element of ball striking is slowly starting to be diluted.
Yep.
And we're taking all that away, and it's starting to get more into a power game. And I think that's something that is going to maybe kind of take away the core elements of golf, because I think golf to me is really about the element of ball striking. Hence why we love Mo Norman, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus.
Shout out Mo Norman. Let's go.
Right. You have these ball strikers, Mac O'Grady, another great guy. You have these guys that, to watch Jack Nicklaus hit a 1-iron off the deck was unfreaking, and back then too, it was unbelievable. And that to me really separated the true ball strikers and the true professionals to the amateurs, because it wasn't how far they hit it. It was essentially how well they hit it and how well they can manipulate the ball and how well they could shot shape and create that art. And I think that art is starting to, again, get a little lost through the technology phase. And so what we can do is we can create a driver that's 200 cc's, right? I'm not saying we'd take it to wood. I think we can still use titanium and steel, but make the sweet spot smaller on the driver, force them to hit irons that really makes them hit that sweet spot again. I think the wedges are fine. Keep the spin on the wedges and the putter. I don't think we need to change any of that. But if we keep making these drivers easier to hit and we keep allowing them to play irons that are forgiving, well, we're essentially, again, taking away that element of that artistry there, and it's going to be turned into a power game. And I think that's something we've seen through Bryson, through Rory, Cam Young. And it's a lot of these guys now that are overpowering these golf courses. And I'm sure you've seen it. You see videos where they go play a tournament and they're at a practice round and the guy shows up with a persimmon wood or something. They say, "Hey, John Rahm, why don't you hit this persimmon wood, man? Show us what you got." And then they'll just hit it, and it only goes like 270.
Yeah.
Maybe, right? And you're thinking, dude, okay, wait a minute. Let's throw that in there. And then on top of all the technology advancement, we know how to fix that, I think. But I think once we get to these golf courses, we need to narrow the fairways up. And to me, we need to figure out, grow the rough in, make it to where if it's 280 plus, the fairway's only so wide. Then that will force them to get into the rough if they don't hit it well. And then if they're only allowed to hit blades out of the rough, right, that's really going to force them to think, okay, I got to hit the fairways. And again, it just brings in that element of ball striking. And I think you're 100% correct, man. I'm with you 100%. There needs to be more, I guess, talks about on modifying the golf clubs to where each company can make these drivers. They can, hey, these are the recreational drivers. Okay, if you want to play on these professional level tours, even the sectional tours within the PGA of America section, these are the clubs that you have to hit. And then you guys can make some new ones, still have a sell point there, still brand in your way.
I mean, they do it anyways now. There's so much tour stuff now that's tour only.
Right.
It's not like the tour only stuff is making its way to whatnot. I mean, sometimes it does, but
yeah, right. And so that to me would be the way to do it, I think.
I love the forgiveness. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about the rec golfers.
Yes.
The recreational golfers, I don't hit it far, so I love the forgiveness and all that. But I just 100% think ball striking if to be an elite golfer in the era prior to Tiger Woods and the beginning of the Tiger Woods era, You had to be a ball striker. You
100%.
had to.
100%.
I mean, like Payne Stewart was one of the best ball strikers, and didn't hit it long, wasn't super deep, but my goodness, you put him in any conditions in any shot, he had it.
100%.
And that has gone away.
Yes. Yeah. And I think guys like Ben Hogan and all that, they would probably really attest to, hey, I don't care how far you hit it. I want to see you hit 3 clubs the same distance taking a full swing. Right. I want to see how good you are at really controlling your ball. The Fred Funks, man, that's a sleeper talk right there. I'm watching him hit tee shots. That was incredible. He didn't hit it far, but dude, he would go days without missing a fairway. And we're sort of steering away from that. Payne Stewart, that's another great one. Ben Crenshaw, right? He was a really good ball striker for
Texas.
Shout out Trails.
What's funny is there's the 6th hole at Trails, and it's a straightaway par 4. There's a bunker right in the middle, and every caddy will tell you to go left because it's a massive fairway and everything slopes down. But if you go down the right, it's real narrow. There's bunkers short left. There's hazard on the right or out of bounds on the right. And I would say out of bounds is trees. And then there's another bunker long. So you have this window, but man, it's very tight, and you got to have a good distance control. And that's the way Ben Crenshaw plays the hole, because if you hit it over there, it is the best angle into the green. It is way easier of a second shot, but you have to earn it. And so we call that Crenshaw Alley. And so if you ever get back to Trails and you see that 6th hole,
we'll be there in January next year.
There you go, dude. Just remember, you'll go to the 6th hole and you'll see this bunker, and you look to the right and it's super narrow fairway, and then you got the left that's wide open. And if you hit down Crenshaw Alley, obviously you got to earn it.
Right, man, I knew I had him right there. There he is.
That's awesome.
I knew I had him.
Dude. Speaking of the equipment, by the way, there's caddies in our yard that have grown into playing persimmon woods, and they have found a huge enjoyment playing these persimmon woods. And so I have a guy named Trevor Larson. He owns
shout out Larson. Shout out Trevor Larson.
Yeah,
shout out Larson's homie. Let's go.
He is a fantastic guy. He has helped me
with him in Goat Hill a couple of months ago.
Yeah. Okay. So he, to me, has helped me through a lot of my social media stuff in terms of
legend.
I guess really just how to deal with the politics and whatnot. And I think he's just a really dude. And we did a show together, and we talked a lot about his club working and what he thinks about all this stuff. And so we text maybe every month, every couple weeks. I'll kind of spit some shit to him here and there, but I'm going to have him build me some persimmon woods, and I'm going to sort of go down this road of, okay, blades, persimmon woods. Let's go play golf course where that element of ball striking. And again, we have 5 or 6 caddies. They do it, and they swear by it. They think it's one of the funnest things.
I got a Larson wood downstairs in the garage.
See, okay.
It's fucking fun, dude.
I'm telling you, I haven't done it yet, but I have some old Titleist blades, the 695. I don't say they're old. They're 2004. They're the 695 muscle backs. It was the Z cut, the ones when Adam Scott first got on tour, right? I remember being a kid and I was watching. You talk about a freaking golf swing, dude. Dear God, yeah. I love it.
Mona Lisa right there. That's the Mona Lisa.
Man, dude, that's I love that swing. And watching him as a kid, I remember seeing those irons and I'm thinking, dude, I got to get those. And obviously when I got them, I couldn't hit them at all. They were way too hard to hit. So now I've obviously I can hit them a little bit, but there's still parts of me I miss hit the shit out of those things. But I think to tie in the equipment thing, to bring back that element of ball striking makes you appreciate the game, I think, a little bit more in a way, right? So that in a way, for you recreational golfers, if you ever want to try that, I'm not saying don't do it, and I'm saying don't invest in the technology. I think the technology is great, but every now and then, if you really want to see what these guys back in the 80s and 90s really had to deal with, I wouldn't say then, maybe more like 80s and before, but man, to hit a persimmon wood, dude, you better be on You better
when
be
you
on
when
your-
you nut it.
Yeah.
Nothing better. Get yourself a persimmon wood and some silver Scots, and get out there and play some golf.
Right on.
Scots.
Oh, Tommy Armour, huh?
Oh,
That's awesome.
welcome to the show, Quinn.
I know. How many kids you have?
Dose 2.
I got 3. Man. No, I get it.
Her name is Quinn Poppy, named after Quintero and Poppy Hills.
Okay.
So,
That's awesome.
Mine are
awesome.
grown. So I don't have
He's gonna get to play Beth Page. August, right?
I don't know if I'm gonna play Beth Page. I think I'm gonna play a couple of the courses in the Westchester area, near Wingfoot. So gonna check out that. Oh, we lost Joe to the internet. Look at him, just frozen. He's got the baby monitor on the Wi-Fi.
It's like
that's awesome.
Joe, you got to be here for the giveaway because it's you have the stuff. So get your shit figured out. Yeah, that's amazing.
Can't hear you at all, buddy.
We'll go to some questions here. What if all the pros had to play the same stock wood heads and irons like you described, roll 200 cc's and blades? The only customization is their shafts and grips. That would be interesting.
I'm telling you, it would bring back that element of ball striking again. I think that would be very fascinating to see, and I think it would force the pros to sort of bring an element of strategy to the game.
Better.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's.
All right. Good job, Joe. Let's see. How many people we got in the giveaway? 16 people in the giveaway, which is terrible. Oh, Joe, what are you doing? You adding a third screen?
Oh, okay. No, I'm in the.
No, watch out.
There we go. Sorry.
2 Joes. This is crazy.
What are you doing?
I was gonna show Tim my course flown flag collection.
Oh, look at that, dude. Yeah. Oh, you're in.
Your boy right here, Pete Dye right here.
Yeah.
All right, let me leave this one.
That's amazing.
What is he?
I was on Sheep Ranch today, by the way. It was nice.
Yeah.
Hey, that dude right there, Dan.
Yes.
Bogey free. When we were up there last time, ace on 7 on sheep.
Oh, that's a great hole. Sleeper hole. Right there.
There it is.
Dude. That is so cool. I'm telling you, that course is one of those courses it's really enjoyable. But
you can deal with it.
Good Lord,
you can deal with it.
Not recording a podcast or anything. Not with a
Dude,
great
I'm
guest.
sorry. Kids
I know my
wild.
kids are upstairs watching a movie, so God knows what I'm about to walk into.
Also, shout out this guy right here.
There you go. Oh yeah, dude.
This guy. Unbelievable.
All right, so what are we doing? Are we killing it? We might need a part 2 to this at some point.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to come back on because we could talk golf like this forever. So let me bring up the giveaway tool here. Let me add the screen.
Also, speak your stuff, Tim. Dude, I love your podcast. I've watched a few.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm learning as we go, and I'm all for anyone who wants to come on my show that's got an interesting story or wants to have an interesting point of view or bring some to the table. I'm wide open, man.
Yeah, love it.
All right, here we go. Let's draw the winner. Got to be present to win.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a couple minutes, dude. Who's it gonna be? The
He
Grant
won last
again,
week. Sorry,
back to
Paul.
back.
No, you won last week.
No.
That's
Sorry, Paul. Sorry, Paul.
No, sorry, Paul.
I still have your grip right here. Somebody needs to pick it up.
He's gonna bring it. He's gonna stop by Aliante Saturday. So
Okay.
Oh, look
Torres.
Oh, Torres. Shout out the world famous.
Are you still here, Chris?
Chris, you better be here, bro.
No, not again. Spin again.
I don't know if Chris is here. He's in
I don't think
California right now.
No, he's. I talked with him today. I met him today and chatted. So he's in town.
You never know because he always posts shit late.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Joe. He's coming by Aliante Saturday. So bring that.
Okay. Remind me. I forget.
All right, Torres. Let's see. Sorry, buddy. Ding, 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 ding. The trials and tribulations of a live show.
Okay, you guys gotta be quiet though, dude. Theo,
there you go. There you go, Theo.
Yeah, just like that. Look at screenshot that. There you go.
Good luck right there.
I'm here every week, and I never win with winner in the background. Screenshot
there
that.
You go.
There you go.
Gotcha.
Awesome. Got it.
Oh, he's got to pick now. He's got to pick which one he wants because it was a buyer.
Oh, yeah. Do you want a Hitting Greens head cover? Or you want your choice of? Katie's home now. We can't do that one. Right. You can pick the Max Tour or the Tony Finau Ultimate or a Hitting Greens head cover with the TF Foundation.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can pick which one, or you can get the Hitting Greens head cover, Theo. Yeah, I think you already have one of these. Theo.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know. We'll get that out to you.
Let us know. You can text me too.
Yeah. And also I got one of the XL. Will he take an XL shirt? Will that work? If you want a t-shirt,
he seems kind of small. The Max, I got you.
Max.
Oh,
okay.
Thanks for picking the head cover, Theo. I thank you so much. Kidding.
Hey, XL CT t-shirt, gray or black? Which one do you want?
Are you XL, Theo?
You can shrink it.
Yeah, send the shirt. Which one?
Send the shirt.
Gray or black? Gray.
He's in Vegas, so he can come pick it up, maybe.
Gray or black? Black. Boom. Okay, that one.
There you go.
All right.
He's gonna wear it to the Sphere.
Oh man.
He's an engineer at the Sphere.
Medium. Well, I can't thank you enough for hopping on. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
awesome.
This was a blast. Everybody in the show notes for this, after I do all the edits tomorrow, there'll be a link to his channel, his social pages. Check it out if you like hot takes. If you're here for
that's your guy right there. That's your guy.
That's right there. Some of the best takes, but with thought. It's easy to just throw shit out there. It's difficult to do it with thought. So
thank you. Yeah. And again, for those who know, I try not to, I'm not always on the hot. I try to, I be reasonable. So don't feel like I'm just starting shit for no reason. So, but yes, I tend to say the thing that everyone thinks that they need to say. And I tend to go ahead and say that out loud. So, but it's been an honor to be on the show, guys. I really appreciate the opportunity. It was really good to meet you all. And
we're going to have to connect with you when we come there in January.
Yes, let me know. Absolutely. And then down the road, if you guys ever want to do it again, feel free to let me know. I'll give all of you guys a follow too. So that way we can constantly connect. And anything I can ever do down the road, just give me a shout or send me a message, man. I'd love to help out or do whatever I can do. So thanks again for the opportunity.
So real quick, before you sign off on saying everything, Matt's going to tell you something after this, but where can people watch your podcast? Where do they follow you?
Okay.
All that stuff. How do they request you? If they're coming to Bandon, give your shout outs and do your thing.
Okay.
Then Matt's going to tell you something after.
Okay. So I am at Looper Talk 1927. The 1927 is the date that my home course was built. It's Asheville Municipal. I'm from North Carolina originally, so I live out in Oregon.
North Carolina golf.
Yeah, I am very far away from home. I met my wife out here, so that's why I'm currently staying here. But yeah, so YouTube and Instagram, it's Looper Talk 1927. Also, I'm on Facebook, but I don't use that very much. I would stick with those two there. I also have an app. It's called Verified Caddie Network. If you want, it's in beta testing. What it is, it's a LinkedIn for caddies. So they get ranked. They also have reviews. They can showcase themselves to the public. Golf courses and players can also get on the app to find caddies. Say if you travel to a random place and you know that they have a caddy program, but you don't know who to request or what to do, hopefully this app will give you the best caddies from that golf course, and you can directly message them.
Awesome.
And hopefully you can connect that way. So it's in beta testing as we speak, but I'm hoping within the next few months I can get everything chiseled out and we can create something. Again, I'm all about accessibility, so I'm hoping that app can create some access for caddies to have better opportunities. Other than that, that is it for me, but I am very active on Instagram. So if you ever want to personally message me on, again, Looper Talk 1927, please feel free to send me a DM and I will be more than happy to get back to you as soon as I can. And oh yeah, to request me. So the phone number is on Bandon Dunes' website. I don't know if I should say that out loud. Hopefully they don't get a bunch of phone calls, but
you're gonna get flooded.
Yeah, so I don't want to. The phone number is on the website. If you do want to request me, you can also personally DM me through Instagram, and we can negotiate or not negotiate. We can just talk about some stuff or do whatever. I am requested usually about 2 to 3 months out. So now during the winter, I'm not nearly as much, but this time of year, I very rarely have a week off. So if you do want to request me, please give it 6 months in advance. That way I can at least know for a fact that I'm on your bag. A lot of it is after COVID, our demand just went out the roof.
Crazy.
So it's not that they're personally requesting me. I'm on referrals through other people. So don't think I'm just getting blown up with a bunch of people. It's mostly other guys that need people to work, or it is a personal request, or Caddyshack has already booked me 2 weeks out. So yeah, if you can give it a good, we won't say maybe 2 to 3 months. How about that? That sounds a little bit more reasonable.
Yeah.
I can
shout out Hirsch too. Shout out Hirsch World also. Legend.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hirsch is there.
Yeah. Are you talking about Hirschberger?
Yeah, he caddied for us at the solstice.
Dude, his dad is a Major League Baseball player, man. He's the coach for the Bandon baseball team.
Yeah,
he's an awesome guy. Love that guy.
Yeah,
I've been on a few jobs with him in the last year or so. So we've kind of reconnected a little bit. He's a great dude. So, but yeah, if you ever want to request me, just send me a personal DM through Instagram, and I will hopefully get back to you as soon as I can. Looper Talk 1927. So that's YouTube and Instagram.
Awesome. And I'll put all that in the show notes so you guys can just click and go right there. I was just gonna say, when we end the show, don't disconnect. That's all.
Okay.
Everything's gotta upload. So Joe, take it away.
Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Chasing podcast, episode 384, which is absolutely insane. And as always, banger episode. Shout out Looper Talk. That's the homie Tim. If you're going to Bandon, make sure you request them. And if you've never been to Bandon, get out there. Our favorite place in the world, at least mine. And go back and listen to this episode like 4 or 5 times, because there's so many nuggets in there. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to have to do a number 2, or maybe we just show up on Looper Talk one day. But until then, make sure you get out there, go play some golf. Shout out the game of golf. It's the best. Get out there chasing daylight. Until next time, we will catch you later.